Linking communities and changing lives to empower rural populace towards self-help, development, and creating opportunities in the areas of agriculture is what Community Links and Human Empowerment Initiative is doing. A non-governmental organization established in Benue State to bring smiles and hope to communities, especially among youths, women, and the vulnerable children, was founded in January 2006 and is registered with Corporate Affairs Commission CAC with number CAC 11, number 41255.
Sometime in the year 2006, the organization was established, fully registered with CSC. We have the head office here in Makadi and the field office in Ushongo local government. We also have our presence in Adamawa State.
Their programs include humanitarian services, environmental, water, sanitation and hygiene, agriculture, human empowerment, peace, gender, human rights, good governance. Over the years, CLHER empowered individuals, youths, farmers and women groups through outreach, seminars and workshops to build capacities in various fields.
Environment as areas to build their capacities and for them to be able to make use of what they have at their fingertips, and which is we all know that the state is known as the food basket of the nation. And so there's, as in persons here, there's like engaged in serving farming, and so we see how we build their capacities for them to take maximum advantage and use these opportunities that is in front of them.
In its quest to empower rural communities towards self-help, CLHEI is in partnership with over 20 organizations in areas of agriculture, good governance, and human development. The organization engages in advocacy for provision of quality health care to rural communities to help fight the scourge of HIV/AIDS, reduce vulnerability in malaria, tuberculosis, and other public health challenges.
We have interventions in the areas of HIV and AIDS. We also have intervention in areas of OVC, that is orphans and vulnerable children. We also have intervention like widows who are in the community who lost their husband and they feel they lost.
One of its current projects is to manage the 2017 Benue flood. Towards this, the organization has partnered with Sterling Bank.
I'm very happy for their coming. They have shown us that they really do care and they heard our cry.
Zenith Bank.
It is just a way of saying how support what government is doing to alleviate the suffering of the people. Your Excellency, thank you very much for this opportunity and God bless you, sir.
And led between 2015 and 2016, strengthening mechanism for improved livelihood and household empowerment programs. SMILE, targeted at involving 5,000 vulnerable children.
Child focused and family centered. We see how we empower the caregiver to be able to take care of this child, in which is our focus on this SMILE project. We've donated educational materials to schools. For instance, we've done it to Nkesti Primary School, Bate. We've donated dual decks. These children normally sit on the ground to learn. We've donated dual decks, chairs and all those things to the school, and then we also granted school fees waiver to that very school to about 44 children. Also a second school, which is RCN Binde, we also donated a mini library to the school, provided books, and also granted school fees waiver to about 48 children.
1,250 vulnerable households among communities in Ushongo local government area of Benue State, sponsored by USAID and implemented by Catholic Relief Services CRS. The organization also engages women groups, observation skills, for rural women in Andor.
We experience a lot of waste, such waste that we cannot even quantify, because women go through a lot of stress doing this work, and at the end of the day, they go to the market and you discover that you hardly sell a basket of tomatoes for 15 naira. 20, 30, the day they sell for 50 or 100 naira, they come back rejoicing. We are happy because this has brought change. It has brought change to us.
And one on the communities in Taka local government, supported by Danjuma Foundation.
Decisive at this particular moment. You know, the loss for service losses, especially micro and better. I know Benue is known as one of the highest producers of orange.
Other recent projects and programs on execution include celebration of 2017 International Children's Day and distribution of 250 school bags and books to 250 IDPs at Bajimba, Goma local government area. Over the years, Community Links engaged and executed programs such as 2016 Christmas Kitchen Celebration in Jos Plateau State and local governments in the state, a 3-day sensitization workshop on hand wash in schools in Mabion community in Ushongo local government area, free HIV counseling and testing outreach in Tangaha, Ushongo local government, and in Aliede Gwe local government in April 2014, a 3-day workshop on bead design and mentorship in April 2014, practical skills training of 40 women at Ihu Vandika local government on poultry farming in November 2013.
Yes, in the as areas of as an agric, we have worked with as a women farmers who farm bee. We have worked with orange farmers. We have worked with farmers who farm tomatoes, who farm pepper, who farm okra. That's in the areas of agric.
2017 hygiene promotion in schools supported by UNICEF through Bensesa and Ben Gonet. Menstrual hygiene sensitization in school teenage girls sponsored by the Board of Trustees. Community Links has a series of challenges in its quest to touch the lives of the needy.
Finance. There's so much to do. We just held an outreach in a community in Makodi, one of the suburb areas. We documented over 68 children who are out of school. Some are vulnerable, some are orphaned, some have their parents alive.
More so that it has embarked on the rehabilitation of primary and secondary schools that are in dire need.
Enkastik Batse in Ushongo local government, through the SMILE project, we were able to provide dual decks for them, 60 dual decks for them. But the buildings are dilapidated. We want to go into renovations.
The organization is also caring for the sick, particularly those without hope. Surrounded by victims of 2017 flood and herdsmen farmers attacks in the state, Community Links has financial challenges in touching the lives of the victims positively, who are taking refuge in some communities.
Still working with the IDPs who need to be settled. We also have on our list women and children that are HIV positive that need to be empowered.
Under environment, the organization solicits funds to assist government rehabilitate communities with ecological problems in the state.
In our work plan, we're looking forward to doing a lot of sensitizations to communities that are prone to floods and are prone to some of these ecological challenge. We will be sensitizing people on how to keep their environment clean, how they can turn their waste to wealth, because there are things that they fling into drainages that actually can be recycled and in return bring in wealth. These are lined up projects that we have for 2018. And we cannot do this alone. We therefore call on NGOs, corporate bodies, state government, international donors and partners, and well-spirited individuals to donate towards this project for our 2018 work plan.